What it do? What it do? Good afternoon. All right, so let me hit you up with this. This is a question, or actually an opinion, right? So my homeboy, like I said, he married and everything. He be like complaining to me about, his situation, his relationship and shit. So here we go. He was telling me like what was he going through and everything. And it is just my opinion. I told him this. I said, my opinion, bro. I really think relationships, and even marriages, are easy. First he said, "Oh, you don't know nothing about that." I said, "Well, you're right. I don't know nothing about that, but I have my share being in relationships. You know what I'm saying?" And my opinion, I feel like relationships are so easy. Cause think about it. What's so hard catering to a person? You know what I'm saying? What's so hard listening to a person? What's so hard just making that person happy? You know what I'm saying? If you think about like, really that's our main jobs in relationships. You know what I'm saying? Is making each other happy. Unfortunately, we get in relationships, it's always one-sided. One person doing the most and the other person doing the less. And my opinion, I just feel like, of course he disagree with me, but it's like, it's really simple. If your partner said, "Hey, I like doing X, Y, and Z," then do it. You know what I'm saying? Of course, make sure they do the same back to you. And if they don't, that's fine. If they don't, then obviously they're not the one. But the person who does the most for you, you do the most for them and they do the most for you, that's gonna be successful, man. I feel like it's a no-brainer. But I think us people, I think we make it difficult for ourselves because there's always gonna be one-sided. But if you know your worth, you wouldn't settle for that, because I wouldn't settle for that shit. If I cater to you, you gotta cater back. Ain't gonna be no one-sided thing. I ain't got patience for that. But y'all hit me up in the comments, man. Let me know how y'all feel.